Hi, everyone. No, I said I'd give you guys more of a heads up, but I've had some crazy days. I've just had, it's getting away from me. I hope you guys are doing good. So I thought I'd come on tonight and I'd show you what I have. And if anybody's interested in what my next live sale. So I hope you guys are doing good. I've been trying to get on all day, and it has been, guys, I don't even know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. It has been so ridiculous. And it just seems like the day gets away from all of us, and it's just one of those things. You know? Hey, Renee, how are you, girl? I'm going to try to post this in our Facebook group. How are you? Are you like me? And I've been trying to do my live streaming all day. Cheers to anybody that would like to join me for a glass of wine. I've been trying to live stream all day, but it has not worked out. Hey, babe, will you bring me a pen? Thank you. It has not worked out. It's just been, I can't even tell you. It seems like, you don't ever really think about what is going to happen when you move. And hey, Malia. Hey, Val. You guys don't think about what's going to happen when you move. And then when you move, it's just like, I don't know. You guys, it's going to take me forever to get my shizzle together. So anyway, it's just going to take me a long time to get it together. I can't, it's like, anyway. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. So how have you guys been? Tell me about you guys. I want to know all about you guys. So I'm going to glue a little bit and I'll show you guys what I'm going to put in my next live sale. Also for you guys, and I may do it on Sunday. And then on the 20th on Malia's channel, right, Malia? We're going to do it on your channel. We're having a group sale. And you guys, and hopefully maybe, I can't promise tomorrow, but maybe I will be able to, I'm going to try to do a film my house. I can't do it live because I haven't figured out, I don't have an iPad. So I haven't quite figured out how to, hang on one second, you guys. I promised that the next time I went live, one of our people was like, you didn't tell me you were doing this. And you guys, I'm at the mercy of my own life, okay? I'm at the mercy of my own self right now. Okay, now I can get back in chat for you guys. Oh, good. It's just me and you? Oh, well then good if it's just me and you. You got to see your grandson? Oh my gosh, thank you. You got to see your grandson? Oh my gosh, Renee, that's so awesome. That is so awesome. Yeah, moving is not fun. I have to tell you guys, I thought I would be like way further along in my process. I'm not further along in my process. It's been a little bit more stressful than I would say. Anyway, it's been stressful. So I thought I'd come on. I don't know if this light works. Ooh, maybe that's better. You guys, my little studio is great during the day because it's got all these windows. It's better. I have a little flip. I have a little whatever kind of light. I have this one. It's okay.
Would you like me to get the clip and put it up here?
No, it's fine for right now. Don't worry about it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe. Yeah. Clip this one up there. See if that, because see how it puts like a glare on my screen. But maybe, no. Fine. Sorry. You guys, hi, Joni.
Bounce off the wall, maybe?
No, push it toward me this way. It's better like this. It's good enough. Thanks, babe. You could just bring me some more of that stuff. So Malia and I are going to have a joint sale. So Malia, do you want to do?
I can stack there. I can stack them.
Yeah, put it over there. It's fine. Malia, do you want to do it on your channel or you want to do it on my channel on the 20th? Care. I will. I'll go with the flow, girls. I'll go with the flow. Hi, Kathy. You know what, you guys? I don't know what's up with Facebook notifications. I belong to. I'm subscribed to so many different people, and I'll see like the notification. Hey, Tarish. I'll see the notification like the day after or 2 days later. So I give up on. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I really don't. But so back to my filming live. Okay, so let's do it on my channel. So on the 20th, you guys, Malia and I are gonna have a joint sale. She's gonna sell her goodies. I'm gonna sell my goodies, and we'll do it on my channel, Malia. And then we'll advertise it right now. So you guys come on the 20th for that. But I may have a shorter sale before then, or some of my stuff before then, because I have to tell you guys, I've actually gotten some super good stuff. And also, so this is like the sad realization of my life. I found when I moved to go to Hawaii, I put some stuff in storage, like stuff that I had the kids pick out what they wanted to keep. And I kept stuff. And you guys, back from when I was like a crazy costume designer, I have found, so it's been in storage all this time on the East Coast. And my hottie went and got it for me, which I'm grateful. He got some of it, he didn't get all of it. You guys, so this is what somebody that has moved to Hawaii 13 years ago has in their storage. What would it be? Fabric. I did have some furniture, a few pieces of handmade furniture. One of my girlfriends made me, but fabric. So I have some really cool fabric, but I've got to wash it all because it has been in storage for a long time, 13 plus years. So today he and I sorted some of it, not all of it. Thank you very much. That's great. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. We sorted some of it to go into the washer, and I'm excited about it. So it made me like relive furniture and fabric, Malia. And I didn't even go through all the boxes. Okay. And he was like, I didn't even get all of them. And so I think we're going to go back maybe in 2 weeks and get the rest of it. I'm kind of excited though. Furniture and fabric. No mold or bugs, Joni. I put it in a climate controlled storage. No, girl. And I did put some of it is like antique furniture. That was my grandmother's, like a couple things that I saved for myself. I got rid of my whole house full of stuff. But I didn't remember what I put in storage. And for the most part, some of it stayed like at a friend's house until just a few years ago. And when she sold her house, one of my girls, my eldest daughter, went and got my stuff, and that's when it's been put in storage. But I mean, it was in her climate controlled East Coast amazing home. And until a couple of years ago when she sold her house and downsized, and one of my daughters happened to be working on the East Coast right around the time. So she just went and picked it all up and put it in storage. So honestly, and some of it was stuff like I thought the kids had saved a bunch of stuff. I guess they saved things they thought I wanted. I mean, are your kids like that? Mine are like very generous like that. Those clowns are the way to go. Yeah, no. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Yeah, I'm not a bug person. You know what I'm finding here? Malia, you pipe in and tell everybody. The stink bugs are coming out of hibernation. I had no idea. Did you guys know that stink bugs hibernate? I had no idea. None whatsoever. Stink bugs hibernate, and when it gets a little warmer, which it has been for the past few days, when it gets a little bit warmer, they wake up. That's what happens. So how are you? How are you, Miss Trish? What are you working on? What are you working on, Renee? Joni, what are you up to? Oh my gosh. So did you guys want to hear the best thing? So I told you guys I went to this lady's stink bugs leveled houses. No, well, they're hibernating. I didn't know they hibernate, but they're like Blake takes them. It's like we find like a couple every day and take it outside. But remember I told you guys I went to that lady's house who was doing her letting go of her mother's stuff. Her mother was like 100 and guys almost 100, I think. And I got some, you guys, I got some really cool stuff. I mean, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do when yard sale time comes, because I think, who is it that told me? Oh, my friend Diana told me. She goes, you better watch out when yard sale time comes here. She goes, you'll go crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can handle it. Well, anyway, I got a whole bunch of stuff. So evidently she was remember I told you guys I also went and got a spinning wheel. I've got a loom. Well, evidently the lady whose mom, when I was telling her that I had gotten a loom, she goes, my mom used to spin. And she called me and I went, she goes, I have something for you. And I went and I met her, you guys, and she gave me, I guess because of all the things I bought that she was just going to throw away, she gave me some really cool, I'll show them to you. Let me see. I love this book and I'm having a hate-love relationship because the chairs I'm finding are kind of too big for the page. So I'm having like a love-hate relationship with this book at the moment, but I'll make it work. So I got a whole bunch of these really cool spindles, right? I think they're called Pirns, Pirn. Pirn? Is that how you say it? Or do you say it Pirn? You've been painting like a crazy person. Oh, good for you. You're cleaning your desk and making a masterboard. Oh, I love masterboards. Painty papers are guys, I don't know what I did with my jelly plate. I know I have it around here somewhere. So anyway, if anybody wants any of these, I just put a few of them in my Etsy shop, but I will definitely let some of them go for super cheap and in our live sale. Painty papers. I can't get enough of painty papers either. I just don't know. I can't. You guys, I know I packed, you know how many jelly plates I have? You guys, I have too many. It's just too embarrassing. Miss Val, what are you up to? You have to pipe in and tell us what you're doing too, girl. You have to say what I know you're vagabonding for a little bit, but before long, you'll be in your house. And did you get anything to be creative? I know you said you were getting some stuff before you left Hawaii. You went to Daiso, right? And got a few things to do your gluing or whatever, some scrapbooking and junk journaling. So how many of you guys have been keeping up with Mr. Victor Crafter? I'm so glad I saw Shannon Green posted, and I had posted something on one of his videos because I had been thinking about him and worried about him. But you're looking for furniture? Oh my God, girl. You don't even want to talk about me and furniture. So I'm hoping, back to my not being able to, I don't have an iPad. Okay. So this is what I've learned about streaming, and you guys can pipe in and tell me. In order to see it on your phone, you have to be, in order to talk on your phone, I guess I can see it on my phone, but I can't talk on my phone. Is that how it works? I need to have an iPad, and you guys, we have one. Ask me where it is. You went to Daiso in Southern California? Hawaii was junk? Ooh, Daiso, was it good in Southern California? Thanks, everybody who's watching. I appreciate a thumbs up. So Anyway, so I was going to try to do a live house tour, but I think I'm just going to have to do a video. And I may do just a little bit at a time because you guys, honestly, so, it's like I don't have the one thing about a really old, for those of you that guys that don't know, I bought a house that was built in 1905. And houses that are built in that time, they don't really have closets. So most of everybody had a wardrobe or had a is that what it's called? A wardrobe or a what did my grandmother call it? My grandmother called it a chifforobe. Hey Dana, how are you, girl? So she my grandmother called it a chifforobe. So I don't have any storage in some of these rooms. So I have lots of stuff. Like I told you guys, I have 9 gajillion duvet covers that came from Blake's mom for beds I don't have yet, mind you. 9 gajillion duvet covers with their matching 15 pillows. And no offense to those of you that like to decorate like that. I have no problem with it. But if you live in Hawaii, I don't know. Val, did you have 15 pillows on your bed? I know I didn't. When I lived in New York, I had much nicer. I mean, I had nice linens on my bed, but I just didn't have that. So his mom gave me the contents of, or a portion of the contents of their house. And a lot of it, I mean, I'm grateful, but it's like, I don't have a place to put the gajillion things. You have no closets either, right? You've added a little one under the stairs and it's killing. Well, so I haven't, so it just reminded me because Val was talking about looking for furniture. So I was seriously looking for some, I have been looking for a little bit for some, for, for a wardrobe, like for something to go in the room. I don't have anything because, yeah, the struggle's real if you have a bunch of stuff. So that's why I'm saying maybe I'll do my house tour in pieces because I'm not going to do the messy rooms that are piled from floor to ceiling with gajillions of duvet covers, which I'm grateful for, you guys. I'm so grateful. No pillows. You don't like clutter? Except for your crafts. Oh, my craft room is totally cluttered. You guys, I'm having a very nice glass of wine. You bought a bed and you spent way too much. Yeah, but you know what? A good bed is everything. Hey, Miss, how are you, girl? Tell me what's going on in your world. So for those of you, so in my little sale, and I'm thinking because Defy has her sale. Y'all can see your little. I saw your video today, Malia. I loved your craft space. Girls, my little tiny look. The house is big. It's so much bigger than my house in Hawaii, and I'm not complaining. But my little craft room that I'm in right here, right now, is probably maybe it's like 5 feet, maybe. But I like it. It has windows. I'll take a picture of it. And I did get some bookshelves for in here. And of course, it's already jam-packed with books. And I have, so that's my little craft room. I think it used to be, I'm not 1,000% sure, but I want to say it was like it was either a nursery or a sewing room, So, yeah, Malia, put your channel in there, girl. So, what am I going to put in my sale? So, what I'm going to put in my sale is wallpaper books. I've got some really cool ones. I've kept a couple, but I have quite a few. I've done a whole bunch of, I have like some old, I got some pages from that old Sears and Roebuck Repro catalog that I have my little spindles and fabric and lace and doilies. So I'm thinking Sunday, I'm going to do a sale this Sunday with all my wallpaper books and all in that. And fabric, I got fabric. If I can, I'm not going to be able to get all of it washed, I know, but I have some really cool fabric. Some of it is like upholstery style fabric because you guys, back then, I used to make crazy clothes and costumes out of upholstery fabric. So some of it's like upholstery weight fabric, like brocades and And that I'm not going to wash because you guys know that that is like something you dry clean or, I'm not going to wash it. I think I have like, I don't know how many yards I have of it. I have like some crazy funky one from like the 70s, I think, that I collected. You guys, when I lived in New York City, I had the craziest collection of vintage fabric that you would have, yeah. It pales in comparison to anything. And I didn't even know that I kept some of it, you guys. Did not even know I kept some of it. I really wished I'd kept my sewing machines. That's what I wished I'd kept. I had like 6 or 8 sewing machines back then. And for those of you that are really sew, you'll understand. Like you have like one that does a certain kind of thing, and then you have another one that does something else you like better. But when I left, I gave some away and I sold some. My really expensive ones I sold. But on the upside, I got when I went to that lady's house, the lady whose mother was almost 100 that passed away. I bought her old sewing machine. So and it comes in in a table, in a case, you know what I'm talking about, in a sewing table. I bought that from her, and my hottie bought me right when we moved here. But you guys, it's so heavy. And the only place I could put it is either in my workshop outside, which does not have heat, or on the 3rd floor. And it's so freaking heavy. It's several hundred pounds. He bought me, let me see if I have a picture of it. He bought me an industrial sewing machine. And if you guys have ever sewn on one, they go fast. They're so awesome. Let me see if I don't know if I have a picture of the sewing machine, but I have a picture of the guy I bought it from. He was dressed like he was Santa Claus. You want a wallpaper book? Oh, Val, if you'd gotten one, I would have sent it to you. I have a lot of wallpaper books. I have about, I don't know, I have about 40 of them, I think. I'll show you some of them. Some of them are in here in my room. Some of them are downstairs. I was trying to reorganize my space I was trying to like make it so that I could find what I wanted when I wanted it, but girls, yeah, it's kind of a lost cause. Let me see if I can find the guy. You guys are gonna die. So we got here, he bought me this industrial sewing machine, but you guys, it weighs, I think, like 300 pounds. Um, I will show you the guy I bought it from. It was so funny. Let me see if I have it. And you guys, I bought it from a guy named Frank Underwood. Does that make you laugh? His name is Frank Underwood. Hopefully I didn't, really hope I didn't delete it. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so great. Okay, I can't show you the sewing machine, but I can show you him. Okay, he bought the sewing machine. You guys, he looks just like Santa Claus. And I think my hottie has a picture. There he is. That is the sewing machine from. His name was Frank Underwood. He bought this old sleigh, and it was green leather. It wasn't green. I think it was like some other from Coats or something he bought. And he did for like there's like a children's home, like an orphanage. Look, and he dyed it, and he bought the sewing machine so he could sew all the here. So he could sew all the. Let me see. That's got a kind of got a glare. So he could sew all the pieces on it, and so I bought it from him. But isn't that funny? So here he is with the sleigh. Look, isn't that funny? So we were like, oh my gosh, he really does look like Santa Claus. He was such a cool guy, but I bought this huge sewing machine from him. Isn't that a cool sleigh? He said he bought it. He said it's been a labor of love and a work in progress. And he bought it from somebody in New York. It's like a really authentic old sleigh. And when he bought it, it was like super old and I mean super rusty and whatever. And he's worked on it. But that's who I bought my sewing machine from. Isn't that funny? I was gonna see if I had a picture of him sewing because I thought I took a picture of him. I thought I took a picture of him sewing. I know, he was cool, right? You have Underwoods in your town? Yeah, but when he told me his name was Frank Underwood, I almost died. I was like, Frank Underwood, and that worked for you, from that television series. He goes, oh, I loved it. me see if I have a picture of him. You guys would laugh. Let me see if I can find the one of him sewing, because I thought I took a video of him sewing. Oh my gosh, I thought I took a video of him sewing. Let me see. If I did it, you guys will laugh. Let's see. I thought I took a video of him sewing. Yeah, so my sweet friend in Hawaii hooked me up. She's a designer, and when I was telling her I was going to miss her, and she said, "I'm going to miss you because you're always taking on my wallpaper books." And she hooked me up with somebody here she knew, and the next thing, I got this phone call, and they said, "We're waiting for you to come pick up your things." And I was like, "Pick up my things? I didn't order anything," especially from a design studio. And it was her friend. Oh, I guess I don't have a video of him. I must have one somewhere. I'll have to look at, maybe it's on Hottie's phone. Isn't that cute though? So I got this big industrial sewing machine, but it's like 300 pounds, and I can't bring it in. I can't bring it. It'll either have to go, hi, Patricia. It'll either have to go all the way to the 3rd floor of my house, or it'll have to, I don't know, you guys, and it's heavy, or I'm going to leave it in the workshop outside, but the workshop does not have any heat. And it has been freaking cold. It's been cold for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's been cold for me. So I'll show you guys a few of the wallpaper books I have. Val, if you see one, you let me know, and I'll put it aside for you before I do my sale. I'll show you some of them. I don't even know how many of them I can fit under this. This one is called Textures, and I may not be able to fit them under my, yeah, this one will go under it. And these are all textures. How are you, Miss Patricia? What's going on with you? These are kind of cool. So the wallpaper books will be just exactly like I did them when we were in Hawaii. They'll be like $30 a book, plus whatever the shipping is. And the shipping totally depends upon where you live and how heavy the book is. The average is about $15, between $15 and $17 for one. But if you buy more than one, it gets cheaper. So this is kind of a cool textury one. So tell me what's going on with you guys as I flip through this wallpaper and think to myself, I love this. It's got like such a good texture. How has everybody been doing? Did I lose Miss? Guys, my chat is like, I don't know. Did I lose Miss Dana? How are you, Miss Dana? What's going on with you guys? So this one's kind of a neutrally one. Kind of cool though. They are a cute couple. I thought so too, Joni. So what are you painting, Joni? Are you just jelly printing, or are you paint? What are you doing? It's not focusing. Oh, you guys. I'm sorry, Joni. Let me see. You guys, I don't know. I have not figured out this. I have not figured out this camera setup. Hey, Kathy. Your phone keeps buffering. So you're going to give up. Oh, great to see you, Kathy. Thanks for coming to hang out. Come on Sunday. I'll be around on Sunday. And I'm sorry your phone keeps buffering. And you guys, I'm directly plugged into the internet. I am directly plugged into my box. I don't know. Is it still blurry, Joni? It's not focusing. I don't know. May have to wait till the daytime to focus then. I don't know. You're doing printing. You ordered yourself 30 new bottles of paint. Oh, good for you. You may have to sell your papers. You're getting so many. I know you asked me about that, but I honestly, you're trying to get your Nuvo paste to work, Dana? You know what? I haven't used Nuvo paste in a long time. So is it better or is it worse, Joni? I'm sorry if it's buffering. I don't even know what to do. 30 bottles of paint is really good though. So this one is like wood grained and it is, oh, I like that one. Don't you like it when you see a piece and you'd be like, I would actually use that. I'd actually have that on my wall. You're going to an Aloha festival? Good for you. I love that. Sunday, I'm guessing like maybe 4 o'clock Eastern time. I'm not buffering where you are. Girl, I'm sorry. You know what? I don't know. You guys, I cannot. I have the most bandwidth I can have. Blake even called them to see if we could get a commercial account. But you like this book? This one's a nice one, actually. And it's called like 63 pages and it's textured. And I think that's what I like about it the most because it's, some of them have like, and it's not huge. I don't think it'll be that much to post. But if anybody sees one they want before I do my sale on Sunday, you let me know. But yeah, yeah. So that was so sweet. My friend did that for me. So this one's called Basic Textures. That was so sweet. My friend did that. I guess it was because she was like, you know what? She called me. I didn't tell her I was moving. I didn't tell very many people I was moving because Val can attest to when you tell 1 o'clock Arizona time. Okay. Val can attest when you tell people you're leaving the island, they get kind of weird. And you probably had it worse than me, Val, because you were there forever and ever. I was only there for like 13 and a half years. This one is called Inspired by Color, Prism. So yeah, this one kind of looks kind of 3D. So I didn't really tell that many people. I just told my closest friends or people that I thought could use the stuff that I had. Like it was a weird time to be leaving the island too because of the pandemic, and this is kind of cool, kind of a little psychedelic. And like people just get a little bit weird when you say you're leaving. It's almost like you're abandoning them. So I didn't really tell anybody until it was like, I told my closest friends, but I didn't tell my friend that the designer lady that would get her fabric and wallpaper books from, at the time, I didn't see any need to. Oh, your friends and family were fine because all of them will be following you. Oh, one of my really good friends got really mad with me. She was like, she finally just texted me the other day and apologized. She said, I was not very nice when you were leaving. I said, girl, we all have our own struggles. I'm not trying to like do you. You do you, This one actually looks like tile. I love that. Hey, Miss Leslie Casey, how are you? What do you guys think about what's going on in the Ukraine? It has put me in a funk. You guys, I got to get out of a funk. I can't. I'm just like, I feel a little bit helpless. I did my contributing. I contributed to, I posted a video on my regular page if you're a friend of mine. And the guy that I posted the video from is somebody that I followed on YouTube. He's like a reseller and I just like him. He's also a pianist. And anyway, he's from the Ukraine and he set up a thing that the money gets directly to a relief agency in the Ukraine to help people. And I posted that on my channel. I've contributed. I have really good friends that are from the Ukraine. I've reached out to them, contributed to their charities and things that, any way I can, right? Love you, Jamie. Thanks for coming and hanging out, girl. Love you. Anyway, so I've done the best I can, but I've just been, you guys, it's just been kind of putting me in a funk. I don't know about you guys. I do not know about you guys. Oh, I like this one. I could have this wallpaper. We love you, Jamie. I hope you're feeling better, girl. You've been in my thoughts. I was going to call you today, but you guys, the day just got away from me. It just does. It's like the next thing you know, It's like, I don't know, But if you guys tell me what you guys are doing, I mean, I'm all into like, I don't know. I've been thinking about like what could I do? Like I've been thinking about Mr. Victor Crafter because I love him. You guys, he was like one of my first YouTube subscribers. He always has something positive to say. He's always a kind man. I don't know, you guys. So I don't know what you guys are all doing, but it's like I just feel a little bit helpless. I feel helpless and I feel like I know it sounds so stupid, but like every day I'm like looking for wardrobes or closets or bookshelves. And I'm like, people in another part of the world are running for their lives and taking very little. Like, I should do something more, but I just don't know what I can do. And of course, I pray for them every day. And in my meditation, I put them all in there, but I don't know. I like this book too. I don't know if it shows up as well as it is here. Val, I'm so happy for you. For all of you guys that don't know, Val moved from Hawaii too. But she lived on Oahu. She lived like in the New York City of Hawaii. I lived in like, the small town of Hawaii. You read that people are renting BBROs and Airbnb there, and people are going because they can host actually. Oh, that's a great. You bet they need toiletries. Well, I've just contributed to the people that I know that the money goes to directly. That's what I've done. It's a heartbreaking situation. I donated money into a dog rescue in Poland. Oh, that's a great idea. Leslie, post that in our Facebook group, in our Crafting Mamas Facebook group. So if anybody else wants to donate to a effort. I donated to the one that I posted on my friend's page, where it goes to women and children. It goes to rescuing women. The woman that is doing it, she had founded an organization that used to help women of domestic violence and and girls in situations that were not great. And so she's just channeled that effort into helping anyone leave the country and helping with whatever they need: food, shelter, money, pet, helping their pets, helping their buying baby formula. Yeah, I pray and meditate and donate to Trish. Yeah, and it is best to try and keep your energy in a living space. Now, I think I could have this wallpaper. I actually like it. It looks sort of like a painting, like a like an abstract painting. That's all we can do, Trish. You're right. But I'm just saying, so for me, it's just been like, oh, this is so cute. Look at these dogs. For me, it's just been a little, just a little melancholy, a little like it, I'm just like we're such, as a human, we'd be farther evolved than we are. A lot too. And it's not huge, big, so I don't think it'll be crazy to ship. Some of them, because of the size, they get crazy. I know the dogs. I have a thing for dogs. Okay, so I told you guys I came this close, like this close, to getting my hottie a French bulldog. He's always wanted one. And he was like, and I was going to do it as a surprise. And then I said, no, I better talk it over with him, because like a puppy's like a newborn, right? And so he was like, I would love a French bulldog. He goes, but let's wait. So no French bulldog. He said, he goes, give us a year and then we'll be ready. I said, no, you're ready. Am I choppy for you, Trish? Let me see. You said I'm choppy for you. Let me see. I don't know what to do about it. You guys, I've done my bandwidth thing. I've done my let me see. It's choppy for you too? Oh, girls, I'm sorry. It was choppy a bit ago, but it's good now. I don't know how to fix it. I think I had it's no, I can see it because I'm looking at myself on my yeah, it is choppy. Hey, Charlene, how are you? You guys, maybe I have to like stream from my phone. Maybe I have to stream from my phone. I don't. Yeah, I'm watching what you guys are watching, and it is a little choppy. You just left and came back in, and it's good now. Oh, I'm sorry. Your church has Joni Sanger. Church has an organization that collects things for the needy overseas. They're collecting toiletry kits for people fleeing the Ukraine right now. Check for locations. Okay, that's awesome. It's all good in Oregon. How are you, Miss Charlene? I've missed you guys. So I am going to start back with my regular streams. I'm definitely going to do Tuesdays and Fridays, and I'm thinking Sundays. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. But I'm going to do them like later. Like I'm going to do them like, because I don't know what the translation was from Hawaii. So I used to do them at 2. So I'm going to do them like at 8 on Tuesdays. Was I on 8 Eastern time? Or was I earlier? You guys, because I was at 2 o'clock. I would do it at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock on. I would do it on 2 and 3 at 2 and 3 o'clock on because we didn't have daylight savings time. So I don't know what time that was. You're crafting at your desk. Oh, good for you. But I may have to do something to get my bandwidth to be better. And now I'm watching what you guys are watching, and I don't know whether it's just the blur from the wallpaper. 8 p.m. Central on Fridays. So what time is that? 9 p.m. Is that 9 p.m. on? Guys, I don't know how to fix it. Is that 9 p.m. on Eastern? So 8 p.m. on Friday. Okay, so I'll do it the same thing. 8 p.m. Central, which is 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays and Fridays, and Sundays I'll come on earlier. Does that work? You still live in a state with no daylight saving time? There's no daylight saving time in Arizona? Really? I had no idea. Well, there's daylight saving time here, you guys. So that one was called Prism. So I'm going to show these on. If any of you guys want anything I'm showing you now, just let me know so I won't put it in the sale on Sunday. I had no idea. Did you guys have any idea that there's no daylight saving time? And I had no idea. That is so crazy. No, I guess I'm learning something new every day. That's so awesome. This one's called Texture and Weave. Maybe it's the wallpaper that's making it. Change this weekend, spring ahead 1 hour. So if we spring ahead 1 hour, will it still be the same time, Jody? So will it still be the same time? You guys, maybe it's my wallpaper books that are making my... You're voting to do it there? I don't know why Hawaii didn't have daylight saving time. I guess it's because, it's really sunrise and sunset is really almost the same time. Yeah, it's bad, you guys. So I'm going to try, instead of showing you guys my wallpaper books, I'm going to craft with you, and I will fix this so that it's not this bad so it won't be this bad on Sunday. I'll have to deal with the bandwidth or whatever. I think it might be my camera. I may have to just stream on my phone. Guys, streaming on my phone, you guys, is so... I know people do it all the time, but I just don't know why. It never really quite works for me. But I'm going to make it work for me this next time if I have to do that. You'll always be 3 hours ahead of Hawaii. Yeah, that's true. At least she'll always, hi, Riri. How are you, girl? So Sunday at 4 o'clock, I'm going to have my sales. So if you guys want to come by, I may do a little earlier preview. And don't forget about Saturday for those of you that sponsor the Disabled Artist Foundation, CARES channel. They have their monthly auction on Saturday, and it'll be awesome. I saw some of the stuff they have in there, and it is so, so cool. It is very cool. I am sorry, it is like out of focus because it's out of focus for me too. So it's like, I don't know what it is. Glad to see me up and running. Oh, barely, Riri, barely up and running. Barely up and running. Were you here the other day when I burned the eggs? Oh my God, you guys! I burned. It's like I was like, seriously, this is so. It couldn't be more ridiculous for me. I burned the eggs. Burned the eggs. I blew up the pot. Actually, is what I did. I blew up the egg pot. So crazy. Daylight saving time. I'm going to do mine 4 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday. So I don't know what time that is in Arizona time, but it won't. Daylight saving time, does it go into effect at midnight on Saturday? Guys, I don't remember. Living in Hawaii all those years, there was no daylight saving time. We had 0. We had 0 daylight saving time. Hey, Barb, how are you? Are you doing Drama-Free Friday tomorrow, Miss Barb? Or is that next week? Are you passing on this week? Barb, we love you, girl. And I'm sorry I missed last week. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was doing kid stuff, stuff that takes you away from your life. You'll be there tomorrow? Okay, so you guys make sure that you go and hang out with Barb tomorrow. Drama-Free Friday. 2 o'clock Eastern time, right? The time changes are always at 1 a.m. on Sunday. Okay, good to know. Oh, Trish, you sent Barb Happy Meal. You're so sweet. Guys, I got to get myself a little bit more organized. You guys are all way ahead of me. I'm still trying to find closets, okay? The Disabled Artist sale starts at noon, and it's on Care Heart's channel. Here, let me find it, and I'll put it in the description box. Guys, I'm plugged directly into the internet, so I do not understand why I have such bad reception. I'm in a baffle. So hers starts noon Eastern on Saturday, and they've got some super great. This month's auction is like amazing. I think it's all embellishments, and it's cool. I saw some of it. Here, let me see. That's Care's channel on. That's Care's channel for Saturday. And yeah, it's noon Saturday Eastern time. Verify. Auction. Okay. You're going to the beach for the weekend, Dana? How lucky are you? Good for you, girl. Good for you. I still did not remedy my... Maybe what I can do is tear out some pages from the inside and that I haven't glued together. And so if anybody wants to donate to a good cause on Saturday, head on over to the Disabled Artists Foundation auction. And if anybody has extra craft supplies that they think they may like not need anymore, they always take donations. They always take donations. All right, you girls hang out a second. I'm gonna see if I didn't even, oh yeah, I came up here with the phone. Good for me. Let me just hang on. I didn't think I came up here with the phone. Let me see. I'm going to ask him to check it and see if he can fix it. What beach are you going to? You have 2 extenders to get. I'm plugged directly into the internet. I'm buffering. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't even know. I'm gonna call him. He's not gonna check his. Do you guys have men in your life that don't use their cell? Hey, I'm buffering. Can you check and see if it's plugged in? If the blue cord got disconnected somehow down there? Thank you. Bye. Do you guys, okay, how many of you guys have this scenario? How many of you guys, you're going to Sarasota? Oh, that's fun. How many of you guys have this scenario? Your person takes their phone with them, but leaves it in the car. Oh my God, you guys, I can't even tell you. It's like, and it's not just me that gets frustrated with him. It's like anybody. He is like not a phone person, okay? And it's like I tried to call you. Oh, I left my phone in the car. Like if he's going grocery shopping and he goes, call me if we need anything else. And then you call him, he's like, I left my phone in the car. And then I don't know. Like, so I just texting him and I was realizing as I'm texting him that that's pretty futile because the chances of him reading the text. So I better just call him. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. Was I plugged?
From here.
No, I'm plugged in here. I'm just not plugged. It was just buffering, and it's like it can't. Check. That's why I said to you, check downstairs. You've been considering T-Mobile internet, and you've been waiting to see how your rejection at your new house. I get it. Your hubby leaves his phone at home when he goes to the store. Oh, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay, so like. So the other day, I don't know what we were doing, and he was like, "Call me if you need anything." You guys, if you looked at, I called him like I don't know how many times. He was like, but it's so stupid. Yes. So he was going to the store. He's like, "Call me if we need anything," and I'm calling him. Yeah. I'm like, "Why do you take a phone with you if you don't keep it with you?" Whatever. Or the other thing he does is he butt dials me all the time. So like I don't know where he was today. Oh, so we've been so he had a flat tire and he has a Prius because he bought himself a big old truck because when he came here, when we just moved and he came here and I wasn't here yet, he was going, but he couldn't rent a truck. That was a whole other thing. He couldn't rent a truck and he was trying before he came back to Hawaii to empty out the storages that we ended up having to get because of his parents, downsizing or whatever. So, but we shipped his Prius, which I'm glad we did, from Hawaii. You guys, he had a flat tire. It was like getting a new tire was you guys, getting a new tire. He went to, I think he got it at Sam's Club because they don't have Costco here. They have Costco, but it's like 2 hours away. Okay. Or an hour and a half away or something. It's far. So he went to, we have a Sam's Club. So he was like, they told me they don't have an appointment for, I don't know. They didn't have an appointment for a month or something. He said, unless I just came and I was a walk-in. And I said, how does that make sense? That they don't have an appointment for a month, but you can be a walk-in? So anyway, so he gets there right when they open up. And you guys, he was there. He was there at Sam's Club for like, I don't know, 6 hours or something waiting for his car. And I said to him, that's so silly. Why didn't he call me? I would have come and picked him up. And I had been trying to call him, you guys. He left his phone in the car that they were changing the tires on. Girls. He's great at many things. Phone things, definitely not. Is it good?
I wouldn't think. Yeah, you're good. Are you good now?
I'm good for the moment, but it was like really bad, so I had to stop doing my thing.
Stacia had some giant Instagram thing going on, or what?
Well, ask her.
I checked her. She turned it off. Yeah.
She has like a giant Instagram thing?
I think she was scrolling through Instagram. I don't know if that was called.
Do you know if there's any masking tape around here?
So are you okay now, or you
I'm okay for the moment, but I mean, it was like bad. It was bad. So I was kind of doing the spiral of death,
That's not good. I mean, you're directly plugged in.
I know.
Why would do that.
Well, because I guess our daughter was doing Instagram scrolling
It would take more than that.
or what. But do you know what? Did you get us an extender? Maybe we need to get
directly in, babe.
I know, but maybe we need to get a booster and an extender. I am plugged directly in, but I'm just telling you right now that I have not had good internet.
If you're causing problems, I would call them and let them know and find out what they recommend.
They recommend moving to another neighborhood. They will recommend, perhaps you guys need to move somewhere else. So you guys, the other day when I made this book, I did a big old boo-boo. Okay. I slit the bottom out of my, what do you want to call it? Pocket. So I'm just trying to make up for it. But this is a patch job. This is a hack job. I think I'm just going to glue this one to that and hopefully it'll work. No, because look, see, this is what happens when you cut out too many pages or you cut where you don't want to. You guys know, you've made altered books. You get it. But thank goodness this is not some like prized possession. This is a glue book for no reason. So, how many of you guys miss Shannon Green? I do. I know I've seen her post lately on Facebook a few things, but I haven't, or saw her like working on a couple planner pages in Facebook. That I don't know if she's made any videos. If she has, I haven't been in on it. I've missed them. So what are you guys watching on YouTube? What do you guys watch? I told you guys I like to watch that vegan keto chef, Heavenly Fan. She's awesome. And I watch a couple of thrifting people. You know, people that thrift and sell their stuff on eBay. Watch some of that. But today, you know what I was watching? I was watching Peter Gabriel videos. How many of you guys love Peter Gabriel? I love him so much. It's just paper. That's right, Trish. There's an ice cream place called Alice Scoopers. Oh, I like it. Renee, you make me feel better. Oh man, Renee, you make me feel better. I'm telling you, like sometimes you're like, and then when he gets home from the store, he goes, well, why didn't you call me? And you just go, never mind. You go, I did. You didn't have your phone with you. Or today, like today, he butt dialed me twice. So that was, he butt dialed me. I don't know, you guys. It's buffering again, Blake. So I don't know what it is.
It shouldn't be buffering when you're directly.
Well, it is. So I can't, I'm watching what they're watching. Like I'm watching it as if I'm a viewer. Because if I look at it from my broadcast channel, everything looks clear. But if I watch what they're watching, then I see what they see. You know?
Let me see. Let's use that one on. You should be able to.
Okay, I've got my two little pockets. You guys, I think this book, no matter what I do, look, no matter what I do, I need my masking tape. That's what I need. Or maybe I'll just use this painter's tape. I don't know what I think you guys, I have the best masking tape. I thought I brought it with me, but I guess I didn't. You watch the underwater dive and search recovery team who solve old cases. Oh, that's awesome, Renee. You guys, I like British television shows. If like I have my druthers, I'll watch like BBC shows. I'm buffering for you. Well, I'm buffering for me, okay? On YouTube, what have I been watching? You guys, I've been watching music videos. They make me happy, or put them on the background at least. They make me happy. So.
Is it buffering even now?
I'm not buffering at this minute, but I was a few minutes ago. You love the Bob Ross channel? Oh.
It doesn't have anything on right now, but it really, when you're plugged in directly, it really shouldn't be doing that.
Well, it does. So I'm going to try to salvage this like my little envelopes here before the pages fall out from the other side of the book. Yeah, Val, it has an autofocus. I don't know. I will work on it before Sunday. Before my sale on Sunday, I will work on it. Let me think of what I have so I can tell you guys. Okay, so I have those spindles. If anybody wants any of those spindles, those are super cool. I have, I found all of this vintage wool. I don't know if if I get it together to sort it. I found all this vintage wool yarn. I think it's from like the 50s, you guys, because I think the company that made it went out of business in the 50s, maybe the 60s. Anyway, so I have that. I have all this fabric. I don't know how much fabric I'll be able to get to, but I'll try to do as much as I can. I got some really cool vintage fabric. I have lace and all kinds of really old textiles and doilies. I've got, I told you, 30 something, maybe 40 wallpaper books. I don't know how many I'll get to. Then I have some those old Sears and Roebuck catalog, the Repro. I have some of those pages and packs. I have some cool napkins. Lots of cool napkins, some of which I've had for a long time. I hate to say it was in my stash. Let's see, what else do I have? I have some tea-dyed Audubon papers from, the Audubon, of the birds. I don't know if I have any mammals. I know I have birds, but I might have mammals too. I have to look. What do I have? I just have some weird stuff too. Like, I don't know. Oh, I have some really cool old books. Super cool old books. I told you I have those old magazines from the 30s. Those are so cool. I have to say, like, they're like probably the best. One of my favorite things that I've recently acquired. So that's what I think I have. I mean, I may have some other odd things too, like buttons and trims and anything that goes with it. Hi, Maria. How are you? How's everything in Greece? You want some spools? You want some of these spools? Mine only came in red. So they're super cool. So I'm selling them for if you just buy one, it's $4.50. But if you buy 3, it's $12. And if you buy 6, I think it is $20. So 3 for $12, 1 for $4.50, 3 for $12, 6 for $20. And I have a bunch. I have saved some for myself because I am going to put. I've been making those next month because it's taking me so long to make them. I have making those Hawaiian journal kits. You know, those Hawaiian junk journal kits that I was making that has like Hawaiian fabric and Hawaiiana ephemera and all kinds of Hawaiian book pages and I'm trying to. I got to scan. My idea is to scan this public domain Hawaii book on Hawaii that you could use as the base, and the cover is super cool. It looks like a ledger, but a tiny ledger. But I may not be finished until next month because it's kind of an undertaking, and I'm trying to get. You want 6, Dana? Okay, I'll save you 6, girl. I will save you 6. And then, so that I probably won't have done until next month. And in those Hawaiiana kits, I'm putting one of these, not that it's Hawaiiana, but I'm putting one of these spindles in it. And so that you can make your own snippet roll out of the Hawaiian fabric that I put in the kit. And you can wrap it on that. So, so I won't have those done, I don't think, until next month. It's taken me too long. It has taken me too freaking long. You know how like you have really good ideas, but then the actual logistics of it is like way more difficult than the logistics is more difficult than like you go, oh, that sounds like a good idea. And then you're like, oh my gosh, why did I say this? Well, if you can be here, I'll do it on Sunday. And then I told you guys I'm having a sale on the 20th with Miss Malia. And I'm not quite sure what time, but we'll do an advertisement and we'll be doing it on my channel too. So she and I'll be together and switch off selling. She's got some cool stuff, you guys. I've bought many a thing from Miss Malia. She always gets these amazing magazines. Like I bought some of the coolest Ideals magazines from her. And then I took them apart and I made them into journals. They were super cool. And she's got a lot of really cool stuff. Your dog snoring so loud. Our dog snores loud. Our dog starts to lick itself in the middle of the night and wakes both Blake and I up. We're both laying wide awake and both of us are going like, stop licking. Stop licking. It's ridiculous. Are you going to bed? I love you, boo. It's kind of early for you. Are you worn out? Did you do a lot at school today? Yeah. Kiss me goodnight. I love you, sweet. I love you, sweet baby. Sleep good? Oh, you smell good. Is that your rose water?
Yes.
Ooh, spray it in my room.
Yes.
That's my lovely they, them. You're hot now?
Yeah, I mean, so
Isn't it supposed to be freezing tomorrow? Well, then have Buddha turn the heat off downstairs. Yes, that's what you said. Then turn the heat off. You guys, I can't win for losing. You sold 45 Ideals magazines at your sale. Dana, how did I miss your sale? If I'd known, I would have bought some from you. I love Ideals magazines. I have a thing for them. You guys, I'm contemplating this, and you guys tell me what you think. I'm contemplating making a Crafting Mama sales group so people can post their sales and stuff in it. Because I miss, if I don't get somebody's YouTube notification, I miss it. So Val sang funny story. She was cold, so your daughter said turn the heat on. You turned the AC on and turned the temperature up. You didn't know you had to change it to heat. Oh, Val, girl, we're both learning. Living in Hawaii. It's what happens. Well, I'm excited because you put a notification. You put out notifications with Facebook. Where did you put it? Was it on your personal page? Because I don't usually. The reason I don't let people put it in, I didn't originally let people put it in the Crafting Mamas group, was because it was at one point we were just getting spammed with people that really are not part of our community that joined for whatever reason. And they weren't people that even participated. Like they weren't our friends, weren't people that we knew. And so I just finally said no sales, because it was like sometimes some people were like only in the group to spam the whole thing with their sales. And but I'm thinking that maybe I'll start a Crafting Mama's YouTube sales group or something. And then people can post all their sales, and then we'll go there and know that we can check notifications when people are having sales. Yeah, but I didn't get it for your channel, Dana, and I'm subscribed to you. So YouTube's not my friend sometimes. Anyway, one of you guys told me the other day, you were like, how did I miss it? I didn't get my notifications. And the other thing, have you guys noticed YouTube sometimes unsubscribes you to channels that you've been subscribed to and are actively watching? I've noticed it. It was like, I was like, why don't I get these notifications? And I went in there and I said, they had unsubscribed me. Like, what is that? How does that work? How does that work? Well, I'm just thinking if we have a Crafting Mama sales group, then people can post what they're selling. They can also post their live streams. They can post, like if you say, oh gosh, I have 10 Ideal magazines and I want to post it in the group because I know some of you ladies wanted one. Then, guys, I forgot how much work making a glue book is. You didn't get a notification for Dana either. Hi, Lucinda. How are you, girl? Michelle's having the same problem with people wanting to sell their crap. You mean Michelle Scott? I love Michelle Scott so much. She's one of my favorite people. Yeah, I don't know. But see, that's why I started that's why I said, please, because we were getting people that were coming in there like, do you guys remember when we were getting people that were posting trying to sell their baby strollers and stuff? Okay, so you have to understand something. So, my older kids grew up in New York City, mostly, and they went to school in East Harlem. And the word, like when you say, like an endearment in Spanish is mamita, mommy. No, it's like not the same connotation as like mom, right? And so my daughters gave my channel the name Crafting Mamas because of that. Because I used to always call them and go, hey, mama, what are you doing? As an endearment, not as if like, like saying, hey, mamita, how are you? Like, right. That's like a term, a Spanish and term for endearment. So I never thought about it any other way. So I never thought about it any other way. So then when I started my oldest daughter was actually really instrumental in starting my YouTube channel. And she just made it crafting mama, like, like me saying, hey, mama, like calling her and going, hey, mama, how are you? Right. Like, hey, sweetheart. Hey, honey. Right. Never did I think and of course I'm a mother too, but never in my wildest dreams did I think that I was going to get like people that wanted to sell their Lego blocks in my group, Your kids used to say, Mama, are you going to crap booking? Oh, that's perfect, Dana. Well, I'm glad you had a good sale, and I'm sorry I missed it. Next time, message me. You guys, please feel free to message me through Facebook if you're having a sale and stuff. I will be included. I just don't. A couple things. I may not even be online. So if I'm not online or if I'm not, you know what I mean? I may not be anywhere near that I can get to it. But if I am, of course, I'll even come. Look, at least I can come and support you. So, and you guys tomorrow, Miss Barbowen, we have Miss Barbowen, Drama Free Friday at 2 p.m., correct? 2 p.m. Eastern, Drama Free Friday. But make sure you just go and join our channel, howtogetcreative.com. How to Get Creative with Barbowen. Crap booking. I love it. You posted it on your Facebook group? Well, I didn't see it either. And it could be, okay, so do you know that if you don't comment or like people's posts on a regular basis, you suddenly won't see them? You hope so? Oh, it'll be Drama Free Friday, Miss Barbowen. We love you, girl. And I will definitely be there tomorrow. I don't have any big plans besides trying to find bookcases, bookshelves, and what do you call it? Armoires. Not armoires, you know what I mean. Well, they are kind of armoires. I may post some of my things, like Blake's mom gave us some shin basher tables, so we got to post those on Facebook Marketplace and give them away. And we got the wrong icon. Girl, your icons are perfect. It doesn't matter what you post. And then we got his dad. Okay, some from his dad's house. How many beds did you take? He's not around.
2.
He took 2 beds. One is the bed that we're sleeping on right now, which I have to say is the most uncomfortable bed ever. But the frame is really nice. It was his great uncle Charlie's, and it's beautiful. And the dresser is really beautiful. The other one was the world's largest California king bed that goes up and down.
He wasn't my great uncle, but he was my favorite uncle.
It was your favorite uncle, his dad's brother, who passed away. And his name was Charlie. And the bed's really beautiful. And the other one was this California king that we can't even get up our stairs. When I do my house tour, you guys will see what I mean. It's like you walk up these, like, how many stairs is it to the first landing? Like 10? And then 10, you'll see why California king. And then you guys, a house, even though this house is big for us, a Victorian house did not really have, if we put a California king, if we could get it up the stairs and we put it in the bedroom, that would be all that could fit in there. And the bedrooms don't have closets. So then what would you do? You'd have to have like one of those trundle beds that had drawers under it. Anyway, so now we're going to give them away. We've got it. And it's one of those expensive, what's it called?
What?
The bed, the thing. It's an inexpensive sleep number bed. So we got to put that on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe we'll do that and then clean out half the garage. And then our other friend gave us a beautiful bed that I thought was a queen size bed, but when Blake went to pick it up, it was also California king. We've both been like, I don't know. He doesn't think he can get the mattress, and the other one is a big mattress. He doesn't think he can get the mattress up the stairs. Hey, Penny, how are you? So for those of you that want to join my sale on Sunday, it's Sunday at 4. And I would appreciate it. But tomorrow is Drama Free Friday with Barb. And tomorrow night, I will come back on and do my live stream. I will do my first Friday night live in years because I'm not working some crazy job. But that will be at 9 o'clock Eastern, my Friday night live. And I don't know what I'll work on. I might work on, I have a couple of junk journals in progress that I've started. Like I found, oh my gosh, let me see if I can find one of these books. If I have it right here, I'm going to show it to you. I got these books, and I think they're going to make the best junk journals. They're kind of big, but I think they're going to, hey babe, will you come here and hand me this? Because I got these books next to me and can't get up. You guys, for what I'm just trying to glue my every other page together, or 2 pages together for my glue book. See those books right there? Those right there. Will you open it up and just hand me one? They're super heavy.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, my first one, Barb, in like years, because I used to have that crazy, you guys, my jobs were like ridiculous in Hawaii. One of my friends said that I was the kind of person that did any kind of job. It's just not untrue, but it was true. Okay, so I got these books and I loved them, and I've wanted them for a long time, and I got them, and I'm going to make journals out of them. Have you guys seen these books? The Lands. This one's called Lands and People, and but I think the covers are just excellent. I think they were written in, let me see. This one is, the last copyright was, I think, in the 60s. Maybe earlier, but the first ones are like from the 30s. So I'm obviously going to take all the pages out, but I got them for the covers. Aren't they cool? And I use the pages for inside some of the junk journals, but I just love them. This one, I think I have 4 of them. One of them I took apart. It's downstairs, I think. And then this one. What do you guys think? Don't you like them? I'm like so excited. So I'm going to make a junk journal out of these. This one is called, I guess I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. I think the last copyright on this one is 1960, but they come from the 30s. So this one, look, Maria, it's all about Greece. This one's about Greece. For those of you that don't know, Maria lives in Greece. Greece is on my bucket list to come and visit you, Maria. Maybe this next year will be good to me and I'll be able to come. So I'm going to make junk journals out of these. I just loved them, but they're super heavy. And this one is Africa, Australia, and the Southern Islands. And this one says the Near and the Middle East. And this one is Lands and its People. This one's the British Isles and Western Europe. I may not keep any of the original pages inside the book. I may make pockets out of them, but I'm going to make those. Right? The covers are good? I think so too, Jennifer. I'm like, how are you, Miss Jen? How are you, Miss Girl? I just loved them, so I had to have them. Do you guys ever do that? You see a book and you're like, I need that. I need that. I really need that. But it's actually quite a big book. I don't have a tape measure here, but it is. I should be able to do it right here. Duh, I have this. It is, guys, it would help if I wore my glasses. I don't even know where they are. It is, it's like 6 1/4 by 10. I mean, that'll be kind of a big junk journal. I am closer now, and there are no excuses. You are right, Maria. Well, Val was telling me that Hawaii, which was one of the strictest places to travel, was taking away its safe travels things, so people can fly. I'm assuming that means you don't even need anything. Oh, I love you, Renee. Good night. I hope you sleep well. What are you up to, Miss Jen? What are you making? What do you make? Jen, I have to tell you, our lovely Riri, who was here earlier, she gifted me a journal that she bought from the Disabled Artists Foundation auction, and it was yours. And I have it in a box here, and she sent it to me at my new here, and I'm going to work in it soon. I'm going to work in it soon. I love this girl's eyes. I just don't know what I'm going to put on. I know, right? You know what? It is supposed to get super cold. You guys, the daffodils are coming up in my yard. And then there's also like this beautiful tree that's coming back. It's some sort of perennial. And then we got the weather report, and it's supposed to, on Saturday, I think it's supposed to get down to 19 degrees. So I'm thinking that if that is going to happen, if it's going to get down to 19 degrees, I may try to put some burlap over the tree, because I would really like it not to die. All the daffodils are going to be dead, but what can I do? Your son and daughter-in-law had a great honeymoon in Hawaii in January. Oh, that's so nice. I loved your wedding pictures, Joni. You looked gorgeous, and your son looks so happy. Joni, believe it or not, that book, I mean, that little handbag that I got from you, I know you meant it to be like a shop bag, but I use it as a purse every day, and I think of you as I use it. This one needs some glue. Guess my glue's drying out. This is like the life, right? My glue's drying out now that I'm here. Years and years it sits dormant in my bins in Hawaii, and it's drying out now. It rained most of December. It did rain most of December. You were right. You're really tired and cold of snow. Curl, I don't even know how to be, okay? I have the heat on. My neighbors are walking outside in their like shorts and walking their dogs and everything. And I've just turned the heat on in the living room, okay? I wanted to put her on one page, but I don't think she's going to fit on one page. So let me see if I can just move her to one page. Had that Peter Gabriel song in my head. One of my friends posted it. Don't you love it when somebody posts something in Facebook and you like look at it and then you can't get it out of your head? Does that happen to you? I mean, I love Peter Gabriel, but your tulips are coming up. Aw, Joni, I love it. I love that book, that purse. I use it every day. I use it every day. You know what's so funny is at my last job, the ladies where I was working, you guys know I was like a project coordinator for a big renovation thing that was happening in a property in Hawaii. And the ladies, they bought me a Coach bag, like a big Coach purse. I know it was expensive. And you gonna use it? I said, no, not really. I mean, I like it. I'll use it at some point, but I like my purse that you made me. I like it. Use it as a purse. Should have asked you to put a clasp on it. I wasn't thinking. So. Dana, I'm sorry I missed your sale, girl. What all did you sell besides all the Ideals magazines that I wanted? I have a thing for Ideals magazines, okay? I don't know why. I love them. I haven't seen any here, but I know that I can find some. I just haven't seen them. I just have not found them. You had snow and freezing weather in Athens? Oh my gosh. I have some wallpaper books, Jen. I have some really cool vintage fabric. Some of these really cool spindles. I have, let's see, I have all kinds of old fabric and lace and doilies and other fabric that's not that. Wallpaper books, I have vintage, some really old vintage paper packs. Some tea-dyed Audubon page packs. A mishmash, and I like buttons and trims and um, I have a couple of I just don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if you guys want to see it. I'll bring it on Sunday. But I got this. I don't know how many pieces, maybe a dozen pieces of vintage baby clothes, and they're so beautiful. But the fabric is so. I told you I bought them from. I went to buy a sewing machine. Okay. And I bought a sewing machine, but when I got there, the lady was like cleaning up the contents of her 98-year-old mother's house who just passed away. And the woman that was cleaning it out had to be in her 70s, and they had like 5 or 6 kids, but her mother lived in that house for 70 years, I think. And then maybe long, yeah, 70 years her mother lived in that house. But right next door, her mother's family had lived for generations. So when I got there, I guess she'd had a big estate sale. I didn't see it. I was looking for a sewing machine. And so I was there by myself, just me and Hottie. And I got a bunch of really cool old cookbooks that she was like, I think she was just going to throw them away. And I got these really cool baby clothes. I got some vintage linens. I got just a lot of really cool, eclectic, weird stuff that I was like, you know what it's like, girls. Okay. You know, when you could use it for your crafting and you hear somebody say they're going to throw it away, you're like, I can't have that happen. 4:00, around 4, Jen, from 4 till whenever. And so I pulled out the vintage baby clothes. They were so cool. I mean, they would be so cool taken apart and sewed into a journal or sewed into some mixed media. They're super cool. What else did I get from her? I got a couple of old aprons, maybe 4 or 5 really cool old aprons. I just got weird stuff, whatever she had, some sewing stuff, some, I don't know, just weird stuff. It was good. No, Jennifer, you were here earlier. My friend, the person that hooked me up in Hawaii, she had what, I think she did it more as like a surprise. She had somebody called me, told me my thingy was ready. And I said, what? I didn't order anything. And they had saved me. I think I have like 40 new wallpaper books. I just got them. I haven't even looked through all of them. Yeah, she was like, I think it was because she called me to tell me that she had some for me in Hawaii. And I said, girl, I'm not there. And then she was like, what? I was like, no. I said it was time to move on. So I have some new wallpaper books. I haven't even had them. Maybe I've had them a week. But I got these really cool. When I first got here, of course, I was looking for, you guys know, I'm just looking for like wardrobes and bookcases for Blake and all his books and stuff, right? And all my comforters and duvets and stuff from his mother. I got these really cool old magazines from the 30s. They're music magazines, and they're super cool. So I'll have some of those on Sunday. I don't know. Whatever I can manage to like stuff into my tiny room. But I got some really cool old fabric. I think I have some vintage Winnie the Pooh fabric. And I think I have some. Blake, what was the one that you said I had a whole bunch of today?
Sorry, say that again.
The fabric that you said, oh, you have a lot of that. Not Winnie the Pooh. What was the other one?
Oh, it's the dwarves.
Oh, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I have some
There's a
vintage
bunch of
Snow White and the
dwarf faces and
all
stuff.
the dwarf faces. And then I have some really cool fabric from like the 60s. Like not a lot of it, maybe, I don't know, maybe I have, I don't know, a few yards of fabric from the 60s. It's really cool. Some psychedelic fabric. And I don't know. You guys, some of it's stuff that I've had that I was telling you that when I cleaned out my storage room, I had myself, and we haven't even cleaned it all out. I didn't even know I saved it because I did save some stuff when I left. And then some of it's just that I've gotten it because I was like, I can't, because I can't help it. When somebody's like really going to like throw away something that I think is like a piece of history, I have an issue with it. Okay. I am not going to lie. I have an issue with it. I'm like, don't throw that out. It's just weird, eclectic stuff. It's just stuff. It's stuff that, okay, I'm going to keep some of it for myself, but let's just face it. How much of it can one person really use? I mean, I could hoard it, but I think I found out, and so is Blake, that, you know, there seems to be a much larger lot of things I love here than there were in Hawaii. You know, like things that you're attracted to, like vintage fabrics and laces and I don't know. I got all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, so Dana, I'm sorry I missed your sale, girl. I would have definitely bought some of those Ideals magazines and some of your cigarette cards. Train tickets and lottery tickets, bus tickets, stamps, postage stamps, ephemera packs, books, fabric cards. Ooh, you had everything, Miss Dana, and I missed it. These are different kind of. I don't think these are any of the same wallpaper books that I had before. You know, I don't really know, you guys, because you know, for me, when I look at a wallpaper book, I'm looking at the potential of it. I'm not even looking at like what it was. And you guys don't forget that Saturday, stop by the Disabled Artists Foundation auction at noon. I think it's from noon to 5. And I think this month is embellishments. I saw some of it. Some of it's pretty freaking awesome. Some of it is pretty freaking awesome. They didn't ask me to make anything, so I didn't. Yes, please let me know, Dana. And I feel really lucky. I only had that happen to me with one person. And out of all of that stuff that I sold, just one person. And I felt really lucky. I did have it happen in the beginning, like when people just wouldn't send you their information, and then you're just kind of like, oh, well, go on to the next person, right? I know, right, Jen? Sounds like her sale was like awesome, and we missed it. I missed it too. Well, I will definitely start a Crafting Mama sales group. I will definitely do that. And then everybody can post like what they have for sale and what they want to sell or what they're looking for in search of. And you guys know that I love that group, but they don't really do junk journaling. They're more card makers, but they do have some good sales. It's called Stampers, Swappers, Buy and Sell. They don't have live sales, but they have, people post what they're selling if they're like selling all their scrapbooking stuff or whatever, and it's good. You're trying to clear out because you want to focus just on crafting. I understand. Well, for me, I'm back to collecting fabric. Before you guys knew me, I will not lie. I was a fabric hoarder. Not in Hawaii so much, but in New York as a fabric hoarder. You have a baby stroller and Legos you like to sell. Weren't you in there? Were you part of the group when that lady just kept posting all her baby clothes, or she kept saying, what should I make for my 2-year-old son's birthday party? And finally I just wrote her, I said, most of us here have pretty much grown children. It's not that we won't answer you, but I doubt very seriously your child is going to want a Barney party. And that's what I did for my kids when they were that age. I said, I'm sorry. So But I will put a sales group up. I will do that. Because, I mean, like, some of us have really cool stuff that, like, maybe we want to use 1 or 2 of, but we might have 5 or 6 of. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm over it. I was pining for a grandchild for a minute. Now I'm over it. Like, I was talking to one of my daughters today, and she's like, Mom, no kids in the future. I'm like, okay. So I'm not going to ask anymore. Blake made a joke, and he said, well, we could put an ad out. Grandchild needed for a lonely grandmother. You guys, somebody was selling a toddler size vintage Victorian iron bed for a child with a really cool little handmade quilt. Oh, that's the other thing I have. Quilts. I have a bunch of cutter quilt packs. That I do have. I wasn't even thinking about quilts. And I do have that. And so anyway, but it was like, we were laughing because he was like, I was like, I want that baby stroller. I mean, not the baby stroller, the baby bed. I want the baby bed. He was like, he was laughing at me. So I have a lot of cutter quilts. I have, you guys, if you don't know, I have such a weakness for quilts. I have both on my mother's side and my father's side. My grandmothers were quilters. Now, I would say on my mother's side, it was probably my great grandmothers that were more of a quilter. My grandmother was more of a knitter, crocheter, although she did make quilts. But my dad's mother, you guys, they were farmers. You know, like, she made all kinds of quilts, and so I have a real weakness for it. So when I see them and they're like not in good condition and people are not taking, you know what I mean? They're not, I have an affinity to gather them for myself. I don't know how many projects I can make out of them, but I have an affinity for gathering them for myself. I would love to help you take your grandkids to Disney, and I'll be cured of it and never want them. Oh, Dana. I get it. I totally get it. I mean, I have my own children, so I mean, I don't know. I just thought I'd have one. I mean, hey, Blake and I have 5 kids, you know, between the 2 of us. Our older 2 children are like born the same year. His oldest son just turned 30, and my oldest daughter turned 30. Will turn 30 at the end of this month. And then he has a son that's 26, and I have a daughter that's 24. And then we have a 15-year-old. So we thought we would just have one. I mean, come on, one child, just one. Barb, are you still here? What are you working on? What are you making? Because I know all these magazine journals, which you guys know I have a total weakness for magazine journals. I have way many more than this, but it was kind of cool finding some, right? Because I was like, if you guys haven't made a magazine journal, you have to. I don't know why I'm addicted to them, but I am. Just, I guess, kind of like the same way with fabric. Dana Jen wants to know where you are in Florida. I had a lot of fun making this one. This was although this reverse collage thing didn't come out great, but it's not totally terrible. I mean, feels really nice to the touch. I guess I could have rubbed more stuff on it. But this was I followed this sort of like a journaling by 5s thing. You're still working on your cage fish hunt challenge. Oh, good for you, Jen. You're working on something for tomorrow. Oh, more of the same as last week? Girl, we're just happy you show up. And we're grateful for however long you were there. And last week was good. I watched the replay. I loved it. So, but this one was fun. It was fast because I did it with like one focal point, painting, covering the pages, whatever those, you know how she does, Shannon Green does her journaling by fives. So this was my version of her journaling by fives on this magazine. Dana's in Winter Haven. Dana said she got her boys at a late age, so you'll be decrepit by the time your boys have kids. Girl, think about it. My youngest one, so this is so sweet. My youngest one that was just here, my beautiful they, them, she said to me, Mom, I'm going to have at least one child, even if I adopt. I said, that's awesome, babe. And she was so cute. And she said, don't worry. So she's 15. So let's just say she's 30 when she decides to have children or adopt. In 15 more years, I will be 73. So I'm right there with you, Dana. I'm right there with you. So I did this little magazine journal similar to the journaling by fives. You know, where you paint, you glue, you whatever backgrounds. Some of my backgrounds were I just glued. And it was whatever I had. And I think some of these were painted papers anyway. So I didn't actually use any wet medium on it. They were already painted and I glued them. Hey, Joni, you can use them as your painted papers. You can put them in your journal. Oh, he's such a beautiful Hawaiian singer. I'm going to say his name wrong, but it's Kahili Rochelle. And you have to, let me find my favorite song of his and put it in the chat. And then you girls go listen to it. It is so awesome. It's about his mother. And it is just so beautiful. Let me see if I can find it. And he's a beautiful Hawaiian dancer. Okay, here's one. This isn't his channel. I don't know what his channel is. I don't even know if he has a channel. He probably doesn't. But you guys have to go hear him. And he's a dancer. And it's so beautiful. It'll make you... song is so beautiful. So is it K-Li'i Rochelle? Is that how you say his name? K-Li'i Rochelle. Yeah, he's from Lahaina, and that's where I lived for a long time. You haven't gotten very far in your scavenger hunt book? Jen, you're in Port. One of you's in St. Pete. One of you's in Port Richey, and the other one is in Winter Haven. That's awesome. You guys have to go listen to him. He's so beautiful. So he was a Hawaiian hula dancer, but I guess he sang one day and everybody's like, oh, wow. And he wrote this song about his mother. And when you hear it, he is so beautiful. He's such a beautiful hula kumu that it's beautiful. So if you guys want a little taste of beautiful Hawaiian music, go listen to him. And his name is Keali'i Rochelle. He's so good. It makes you cry. I loved this picture of this girl. She made me so happy. You're in between all of them? Well, then when I make my trip to Florida, then I'll have to go see all of you. And I got to see Carla Cage Fish because I love her so much. I used to chat with her all the time. I haven't lately, but I will get back to it because I haven't been chatting with anybody. I've been out of my mind with my own shizzle. I haven't tried that. What do you call it? Neurographic art? No, I haven't. But I say make yourself a magazine journal and then do Shannon Green's journaling by fives. Just journal on the paper. I mean, just paint the paper before you glue it down. And then you won't get any. But I liked making this one. This one was a fun one. This is that one that I'm still working on that I haven't finished. That I haven't put the recipes in. And I may not even put the recipes in. I may just finish it as like a collage journal. But I loved making this. Did so many different techniques on it. I wouldn't necessarily advise doing all the techniques I did on this magazine pages. They don't always come out as great, but it was fun. Carla's in Lakeland, right? I love her. She's the reason to have that really crazy concentric circle stamp. It's on the to-do list. Here's the Carla Cage Fish concentric circle stamp that I used for my painted papers. Trish says it's on her to-do list. Ugh, you guys, my to-do list is like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. She is so talented. I agree with you, Jen. She is very, very, very talented and very inspiring. Like, she is so inspiring. I love her. You know what I got? I was going to show you guys, but I don't know where I put it. I got a junk journaling kit from her. I don't know if she still has any for sale, but I bought one from her to support her because I love her. You're 30 minutes from Lakeland? It's easy and fun to do, Lucinda? Well, then we'll all have to try it. Carla Caged Fish. Her channel is Caged Fish on YouTube. Guys, and this is that, I don't know if it's a chrysanthemum or a Dahlia stencil, and I love that. I don't know if I kept it. Guys, I haven't even sorted out my stuff to know, like, I've got to work on the closet situation. This was fun to make. I've got still like a lot more pages to go. Like, I love these pictures of these women, but what I should have done is I should have like put a piece of paper between them because it's super thin. Hi, Mariah. How are you? Here, let me find her channel and I'll put it in there. Let me find it. She's awesome, Carla. And she does Glue Book January. You guys should follow her when she does Glue Book January. She's so fun. She's so talented. You learn a lot from for bed. Good for you, girl. I am up late. She is like, I think she's like a master teacher, Carla. That's just my personal take on it. And I love the way she looks at things, and I like her aesthetic, and you can learn from her. Oh, Jennifer, my house is much bigger. It is much bigger. It's like 5 times the size. The only thing about this house, and I'm not complaining, I wasn't thinking clear. I mean, it does have a couple of closets, but mostly houses that are in the 116-year-old range didn't have closets. So I don't have any place to put, like, I can't just put it in a closet. So now I've kind of been on the hunt to buy a few, armoires and stuff like that, so that we can just put, like, when you go in the bathroom, there's no bathroom closet. So it's interesting. It's like what they lived with in 1905 when they built this house. It's a fabulous house, and I love it. And what's really cool about it is super soundproof. Like, I could yell for Blake and Saish all day long and they wouldn't even hear me. If he's upstairs on the 3rd floor or downstairs in the basement, he can't hear anything. You have to be like really close to hear him. So, I mean, and we don't hear our neighbors. We've got great neighbors, but I don't hear anything. The lady across the street has some wind chimes, but I have one too. So, no, this house is like, are you kidding? This is like my dream house as far as size goes. It's like perfect. I would like to redo the kitchen eventually, but that'll be a little bit. But I'm going to definitely try to do a house tour video, or at least a partial house tour video next week. I was going to try to do it live, but I can't. I don't know. I haven't quite mastered the live thing, walking around a house with. I don't have we have an iPad somewhere. I don't know where we put it, and I think I need that so I could see the chat and chat. Well, I love you girls. Tomorrow, don't forget, here, let me put Barb's channel in. It's at 2:00 Eastern. Am I right, Barb? 2:00 Eastern? Guys, I can't remember. It's like hard sometimes. Because of because I lived in Hawaii for so long, it was never the same time for me. Hang on. Let's see. Here, hold on. Okay, so Barb's on tomorrow, Drama Free Friday. So you guys all tune in and come and join the live on Friday. It'll be fun. And that's tomorrow. That's a Barb's channel. And then Saturday is the Disabled Artist Foundation auction on Kier Hart's channel. And that's at 12 noon. And then Sunday, come back and see me at 4:00 Eastern and collect some of my treasures, collect some of my ridiculousness. All right, my loves, I love you guys so much. Big hugs, and I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow at Barb's, and I'll see you Saturday. If you get a chance to come over and just say hi, and at the Disabled Artist Foundation, and then I'll see you Sunday if you guys want to come back. And tomorrow night I am going to do a live stream. It'll be at 9:00 Eastern. I don't know how long I'll live stream. Maybe only for an hour, maybe 2. I don't know, but I'll come on and I'm going to work on. I don't know. I might work on a couple of junk journals. Bye, you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. See you tomorrow. Sweet dreams, everybody.